Hi guys, my name is Megan and today I have my March TBR for you. Okay, so just to start things off, I do have a little bit of a cold when I'm filming this, so just sorry if my voice goes a little raspy or anything. Trying to get over this cold, it's not working too well, so my March TBR I think is probably a little on the ambitious side. I'm probably not gonna get through everything for this month, just because the first book that I'm gonna plan to read in March is Queen of Air and Darkness. This is the final book in the Dark Artifices trilogy, and this hefty book is almost 900 pages. So this will probably be taking up the majority of my time this month, just because the story itself it's 860 something pages, I think, and then there's also a short story attached to it. I have tried to stay away from spoilers for this book for 3 months, going on 3 months I think. This came out at the end of towards the end of December, so I've been trying to keep myself away from spoilers, because I don't really want to know what's going to happen in this, because it's going to be a ride for sure. So this one picks up right where the second book left off, and that was not in a good place. That is not a cliffhanger you want to be sitting on for a year before you get the next book. Like, oh. So this one picks up right where the last one ended up, and I don't want to give away too many spoilers, even though the spoiler is right here on the jacket. I'm not going to do that to you guys. But this one follows Julian and Emma as they go on an adventure through Fairy looking for the Black Volume of the Dead, which is a spell book that Magnus could use if he needed it. All sorts of really cool stuff going to go on in this. I don't want to know too much more going in, so I'm just going to leave it at that. But this one I'm really looking forward to. I've been looking forward to this one for almost a year now. More than a year. I cannot wait to get into this one because it's going to be really, really good. So next up I am planning to read the Spider-Man Deadpool Isn't It Bromantic comic. So this is a bind-up edition of issues 1 through 5 and issue number 8 from the Spider-Man Deadpool crossover. So this one, it looks like Spider-Man isn't looking for any new friends in his neighborhood, but Deadpool's going all out in the name of a bromance, and you know, his target, Peter Parker, may have some issues with being taken out, you know. But it looks like there's also going to be appearances from Miles Morales, who's awesome, and some of the other mercs. Just looks like it's going to be really, really interesting and really funny. I really love Spider-Man and Deadpool together. They're just so interesting, and I love that they have their own little comic series together. That's pretty awesome. To be honest, I will probably read this between scenes from Queen of Air and Darkness just to get away from the angst for a little bit. So I can't wait to get into. The next book that I'm planning to read in March is going to be Dumplin'. My mom and I and my grandma, we all watched the Dumplin' Netflix movie together, and it was so good. And then I got this for Christmas, so I can't wait to see if this matches up with the movie and how it differs, and I just can't wait to get into this. So this follows Willadine Dixon, who is a plus-size gal, and she's been at home in her body, and she loves herself. And you know, that kind of starts changing when she starts working at the local fast food joint, where she meets private school Beau, who is like an ex-jock and very handsome and very, you know, built, and he doesn't mind that she's attracted to him, but when he starts reciprocating her feelings, that just kind of throws her off a little bit, just because it's so different, and that kind of shakes her confidence. So she decides to do the one thing that is more terrifying than she ever imagined, and that is entering the Miss Teen Bluebonnet beauty pageant, which her mother runs, and you know, with several unlikely kind of candidates. If you watch the movie, you know what I'm talking about. And she just wants to shock the hell out of her city, and there's a lot of Dolly Parton mixed in here, and it's just heartwarming and just a really, really interesting novel, and I can't wait to get into this. Because okay, so the last book that I may be able to get to in March, and this might be pushing it a little bit, Girls of Paper and Fire. So this one I'm not really like hard set on reading this in March. This one is just in case I finish reading what I have. Probably not going to be getting to this one this month, which is okay with me. This book follows Lee, and she is one of the lower class citizens, and they call it the paper caste in this world, and she's just, you know, living her life until she catches the eye of the Demon King. And every year 8 girls are chosen basically to become his servants, and the year that she's chosen, that means there's 9, and it throws things off. And then, you know, Lee becomes basically an indentured servant in the palace. She dreams of escaping all the time, and she develops a forbidden romance, which is an okay trope. you know, I'll go with it because I want to see where this book goes. And it seems like it's inspired by, you know, a lot of like Japanese mythology and that kind of stuff. So I can't wait to get into this. It looks like it's going to be really interesting, and I've heard some really good things about it. So yeah, I can't wait to get into this book. It looks like it's going to be really interesting. All right, so that is my probably overly ambitious TBR for March, but what else do I have to do, right? Anyway, this looks like it's going to be really fun and interesting, and it's a lot of YA for March. Not that I care, really, but you know. What are you guys planning to read this month? Let me know down below. If you guys like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. You can also hit the notification button. And if you'd like to follow me on social media, check out the links down below. Alrighty, bye guys!